Joel Rubin, former State Department official. All right, Joel, to me, the question is, why now? Why this sudden tweet flurry on a Sunday afternoon? Why now?
Yes, Stuart, that is the operative question. Was it a strategic tweet as part of a real negotiating strategy, or is it ad hoc? And I was just in China for 2 weeks in April, actually, and met with a lot of people, talked with folks about what it is that they're looking at when it comes to Donald Trump. And quite frankly, the tariffs were on their mind. It's causing pain in China, and it's causing them to assess what kind of economy they want and how they want to negotiate with the U.S. So this question is the key one. Will this tweet fit into a negotiation this week and help put more pressure on, or does it just, as your previous guests say, put China on the defensive without any clear endpoint?
Well, what's your answer? I mean, is there a strategic point to doing it now?
I think that the Chinese do need to hear tough talk. I do believe that the president, by being tough on tariffs, it is causing pain here in the American economy, and that's deeply troubling, but it is also impacting China and their calculations. So he needs to have follow through. And the other thing with the president in this negotiation is there has to be a bit more of a broader aperture about how we engage and deal with China economically. The one-to-one is very hard. China's economy is bigger than ours. It's a harder negotiation than perhaps negotiating with smaller countries like Mexico, where we can bully them around a little bit. But I do think this was intentional leading into these talks to try to get China to concur with some of the things they previously agreed to but seem to be backing away from.
Would it be right to say that there will be no deal if Xi Jinping can't walk away from this looking reasonably good and saving face?
Ultimately, both sides have to see it in their self-interest, their national interest, to sign onto these deals. So face, while it matters, it should not be the barometer by which one judges whether or not a deal is going to work. It has to be whether both sides think that their economies will benefit. Right now, the pain that China is feeling from these tariffs is a calculation. We have serious concerns from the American side about intellectual property theft and other sectors of the economy that have been harmed by China that are real. So I'm less worried about face and more about some kind of an agreement that Xi can walk away from and say he's going to get it codified in China as something they will move forward that is beneficial to them, that also benefits us. Ultimately, the American and Chinese economies need to work together in the long run for global economic security and prosperity.
All right, Joel Rubin, thanks for joining us. We'll see how this transpires. Maybe we'll get some news in the course of the show, and that will move the market. We'll see. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Stuart.